our website. The first item on our agenda is consider the minutes for the regular meeting of the Board of Trustees held on August 25th, 2020. A copy of that's been provided for you in your read-ahead package. Any questions, any comments, any corrections on the minutes?
Move to be approved and filed for record.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the minutes as stated. Any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item on our agenda is the chairman's update, an opportunity for members of the public to suggest the addition of topics for discussion or to address topics of interest with a presentation limited to 3 minutes. Is anyone present like to address the board? Seeing none, then we'll go to the Chancellor's report.
Thank you. I'd like to ask Jane Anderson. Dean Anderson, would you please come forward with a presentation? While she's doing that, I'd like to everybody look around the room. We have a full house today, so I want to express my appreciation and thanks for everybody who joined us today for this, and especially to my wife, Nancy. I'd be remiss if I didn't do that. So, Dean Anderson has a presentation that she's going to make, and she's going to tell you a little bit about that.
So good afternoon. Usually at a face-to-face pre-service in the past, we have given faculty awards, and because Ms. Coley had mentioned something about recognition for faculty, we decided today we would like to do it here. This year we had a virtual pre-service, and this just seems the perfect place to do this today. What we did is we put together a committee. It was actually composed of faculty, and we let them go ahead and determine what the topics of consideration would be in rating the faculty. Curriculum development, community involvement, teamwork, working with students, participation in institutional activities or anything special that they do above and beyond that bring a positive impact to the college. So I want to present 4 certificates today for faculty members, and I want to read you very quickly what's on the certificate because I think it's most appropriate. For performing over and beyond the role of faculty, for having a positive impact on your students, campus, and community, for being an inspiration to your colleagues, for supporting the mission of Central Texas College. So in no particular order, I would like to call them up one at a time to be recognized. And I'll start with Chef Ramona Lezo. So I want to tell you a little bit about Chef Lezo. She works with our hospitality programs, especially with dual credit. She negotiates with the schools. She changes her schedules all around to be able to fit the KISD and CCISD schedules. She bends over backwards. She spends an innumerable number of hours trying to make sure that everybody fits into those kitchen facilities. And right now, to do that, being socially distanced and masked and taking all the precautions. Anyway, she does a wonderful job for us, and she was nominated by her department and chosen by her peers. The next faculty member is very active in the American Cancer Society. She goes to regular fundraising events. She raises awareness for breast cancer. And she finally started her own nonprofit called Stepping Into the Future. This is for incarcerated and foster care and domestic violence situations, provides clothing, provides tips on interviews and possible employment. So from the Mental Health Department, Marlene Henry. This side? Okay, Marlene, we're gonna try over here. Okay, so. Sorry, trying to be safe and present. Our next faculty member co-chaired the big event here at CTC. She's an online manager, and I don't know if you know much about the online managers here, but they deal with student issues day in and day out. They're the ones that keep our students calm. They're the ones that resolve their problems. She does a fabulous job with that for the business department, and she's also a wonderful teacher. She has served on the QEP committee. She's been instrumental in the P16 Council with P20, and she's a program coordinator for her area, and she, of course, served on the prestigious KISD Education Foundation Board and Executive Board, which raised $160,000 last year. So, Dr. Angela Reese. And the last person, the last faculty member that the faculty selected works in the ag department. He has not really been here quite 2 years. When he came, it was after the semester started, and it was a week into classes. And by himself, as a new faculty member, he developed courses in agronomy, animal science, animal health, livestock reproduction, beef cattle production, range and wildlife management, and agricultural marketing. He has also worked with his adjuncts to develop courses in landscaping, equine behavior and training, and Western horsemanship. He jumped right in and just started running the minute he hit the ground. He is in charge of the barn in the greenhouse, and he works with a farrier with the horses. He works with the vets. He administers medication. He just does a tremendous amount. He walks the fences to be sure we don't have holes in the fences and the cows get out. And beyond that, he is pretty technically savvy, and he has helped other faculty in the science department develop their synchronous virtual lectures and recorded labs. So his department nominated him Mr. Keaton Eric. And I think some of the department chairs came to support. There are people getting the awards. Dr. Foskett is our new chair in science, and Dr. Henry was here from mental health. I think Tammy Samaripa is here because I think she was on the agenda, or she was here.
She's here.
Oh, she's right there. Okay. Anyway, all our faculty work really hard. We're so glad that we can do this for them. We try to do this like at pre-service and in service, and this is something that this is something I truly enjoy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dean Anderson, and Ms. Coley, thank you for bringing that to our attention, and It's long overdue, and we're going to continue this. I believe you're going to do this every semester, is that correct?
Correct.
So 2 times a year? Yes, sir.
I know it's difficult, but Ms. Merlo has such talent. Is there some way we could get you and the chair up there with the 4 honorees to get a picture together?
We can do that what, you want to do that now? Do y'all have to go back to class?
Let's do it now.
They got to go back to class, so we'll do it now.
Well, before you move on,
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I just wanted, some of you have a history of success on CTC. And some of you are new to me. I don't know about the rest. But I couldn't help but notice the young man that we last recognized. And the fact that he came in on the end and was motivated to do that. I find that educators are often the ones, and that's why I talked to Jan about recognizing them and looking for opportunities. Because a dedicated educator, just like a lot of good employees, just go along doing what they know to be right without looking for recognition. So I think that people like that I'm attracted to because I want to recognize them. I want to recognize the motivation. And we should be looking for people are stressed out right about now in most areas, even at home. But I think we should look for opportunities, even if it's just sitting down writing a personal note to your subordinates. But we need to look for opportunities to say thank you. Thank you to all of you guys for what you do. But the young man that came in after the semester had begun and the things that you've been able to implement, that is quite impressive.
Let me add one thing to that, Ms. Coley. This was for this campus here in Killeen. I can tell you that our campus in Europe, Dean Kindred, does some of the same sorts of things with his faculty and staff there. We did that with the Navy campus, and Continental and Fort Hood would do similar kinds of things, but this campus is here, so the dean wanted to have this recognition here, so
I wouldn't
you.
expect anything else from
Okay,
you.
let's do the quick photograph, and then we'll continue on.
If you stand in front of that, and I can do this, I think. No, I can't. There we go.
Okay. While everybody's getting their seats, and you're welcome to stay, faculty, if you can. We'd love to have you. Well, let's move on to the videos and pictures. I think the first person up is Barbara, and you're there.
Yes.
Your Eagle Vision
Yeah,
Assistant.
Welcome to Eagle Life. Registration is open on WebAdvisor for online classes starting September 21st. CTC Net Impact will hold a virtual informational meeting on Friday, September 12th from 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. Net Impact is an international network of students, faculty, and professionals dedicated to using the power of business to make a positive social, environmental, and economic impact. To sign up for the meeting or for more information, visit netimpact.org. The meeting is open to all students. CTC is offering current students several financial assistance options to help pay for tuition and keep them on track to complete their degree or certificate program. Eligibility requirements and uses vary with each option. The discretionary scholarship can be used to cover the cost of tuition, fees, and books, and may be applied to additional classes students would like to add to their schedule. There is no cap on the number of additional courses for which a student can register. The scholarship may also be used for any class delivery format at any CTC location. Eagle Aid can help students who are experiencing unexpected financial issues negatively impacting their ability to finish school. And the CARES Act is available to help cover expenses resulting from the disruption caused by the coronavirus outbreak. The CARES Act also allows students to defer federal student loan payments for up to 6 months. Applications and eligibility requirements for each financial assistance option can be found on the CTC website. The Mayborn Science Theater will reopen for public shows starting Saturday, September 12th. The show lineup consists of 6 matinee programs starting at 11 a.m. A series of weekday matinee shows each Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. Laser Friday, Warren Star Tour are also part of the monthly schedule. For a complete show schedule, visit starsatnight.org. On September 8th, the library will host a virtual presentation from the Dallas Holocaust and Human Rights Museum from 1 to 2 p.m. Students can register for the event at reference request at ctcd.edu. Central Texas College will be closed Monday, September 7th in observance of the Labor Day holiday. Classes will resume virtually on Tuesday, September 8th. Students at CTC worldwide sites should check with their site director on the holiday closing. To keep up with the latest CTC news, events, and activities, be sure to subscribe to the CTC YouTube channel for future editions of Eagle Life and CTC live sessions. Also, follow us on social media and check out the website ctcd.edu.
Because the commissioner of the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board was one of the 3 presenters, Dr. Harrison Keller. And one of the other presenters was Dr. Sue Elsperman. She's the president of Ivy Tech Community College in Indiana. And I don't know if you're aware, but Ivy Tech is the only community college in Indiana. So she's the president of the entire state. So she's kind of like equal, but not really in what her role is to Harrison Keller. And then there was another person, her name was Rose Garcia. She's the director of post-secondary education and workforce development for the Center of Urban and Social Policy. They were speaking about many topics affecting community colleges and financial aid for students and the financial impact on the institutions of the pandemic. And there was a question that came up about the military and veterans. And I got this clip out of it so that we could show you what Harrison Keller said.
So first, I just want to applaud Ivy Tech's work in this area, and then I'll say also in Texas, we have a number of colleges. Central Texas College is a leader in providing high quality online courses to veterans, and we have many Texas institutions that are held up as national examples of how we support veterans. And of course, we have a large veteran community here in Texas.
busy at night, so he's not getting in trouble. So, thank you, Bruce.
All right, good afternoon. New semester, new scrubs. Barbara, that was very clever. But as you can see, you see our nursing students there in the picture. The left ones are wearing gray scrubs. So those are the ones that the nursing department decided to go to. The ones on the right, you see are continuing students in nursing. And so new students in nursing getting the gray scrubs, they can buy them at the bookstore. And I think, Tammy, please correct me if I'm wrong, they were selected because they don't fade that quickly and they have a little bit longer shelf life. So you can see the nursing students in the new attire.
Hi, good afternoon. I first just wanted to say congratulations to my colleagues for their awards, well-deserved. Thank you for the opportunity. So I am here for the review, vote, and approval for the fire program to be offered here at Central Texas College.
Any questions, Ms. Summer? Yes, sir.
I
Okay, we'll entertain a motion.
have a question, Rex.
The motion been made, is there a second?
Just a question.
I'm sorry?
I just wanted to ask you, I know that it's projected in the future, sometime for your start, that everything lines up. Will you plan to give us an update as you grow closer to the implementation date?
Yes, ma'am. I am happy to come and do an update and report as things progress.
And even if it's not, I have every reason to believe that it's going to be implemented and everything is going to go well because there is the interest. But if there is any change along the way, I think we should know about it.
Absolutely.
We have a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any discussion on that motion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The next item is discuss the annual report for the interlocal cooperative contracting fees. Mr. Gonzalez?
Good afternoon. And you should have received a copy of this, by the way, in your packet. In accordance with the Texas Education Code Section 44.031, the college is required to submit to the Board of Trustees an annual report identifying the amount, purpose, and disposition of any fees paid regarding cooperative purchasing programs. As you can see from the list, we are a part of 12 different cooperatives. However, the only fee that we pay is to the Texas Comptroller of Public Accounts, and that's a $100 annual fee that we pay so that we can take part in the various state cooperatives. There's no action for this, but I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions of Mr. Gonzalez? Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Our next item is discuss and consider approval to the exercise of the first option period for the contract with Joel's Floors, the job order contract for minor construction and maintenance, repair, alteration, renovation, and remediation services not to exceed $300,000 for a period of October 2020 to September 2021.
So good afternoon. This is for Joel's Flooring, the option period number 1, as was mentioned, from October 2020 through September 2021. Spend for this option period is estimated not to exceed $300,000. I can answer any questions if you have them.
Any questions, Mr. Harmson?
So moved.
Motion been made and seconded. All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. Harmson. And while you're up there, won't you tell us about discuss and consider approval of the exercise of the first option period for the contract with Wood Environmental Consulting and Services for continuation and testing services, including hazardous materials management, asbestos, for example, indoor air quality and mold and moisture services not to exceed $150,000 for the period of October 2020 to September 2021. Mr. Armstrong.
Yes, the administration recommends the approval of the option period number 1, which would occur from October 2020 through September 2021 with an estimated spend not to exceed $150,000. The description there pretty much outlined it, but I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions of Mr. Harms? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any discussion on that motion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Our next item is recommending topics for upcoming agenda items or announcements by the board members. And we'll start with Mr. Armstrong.
I don't have anything, thank you, sir.
Pass.
None.
Pass.
Nothing, sir.
I'm sure that you're already planning to do this, but I thought of it this morning that kind of an update on if there have been any challenges as you reintegrated students back on campus, or with COVID, if there have been any positive cases. And you may have done that, but I don't think so, since we were very complimentary on all the work that went into establishing in that. But if there have been any challenges other than financial,
We can do that at the board workshop next month, if you'd like.
that'd be great. I'm sure it won't take very long, because if there was anything major, you would have already told us about it. But I know that. I
Yeah,
would
we've
just like
covered
to-
it at bits and pieces, but we can
Yeah.
put it together.
Okay, great.
Okay. Thanks, sir. Next item is the announcement of time and location of the board workshop scheduled for Tuesday, October the 20th, 2020, and a board meeting scheduled for Tuesday, October the 27th, 2020. And we don't have an executive session today, so I will take a motion for adjournment. Motion been made and seconded. All those in favor, vote with your feet.
Good you were here, Don.